time for your ABC 36 Storm Team forecast.
A fitting start to the week weather-wise here in central and eastern Kentucky for the first full week of August. Hazy, hot, and humid, looking at more of the same as we roll into the day on Tuesday, but at least our weather will be quiet, especially compared to last week. Now, 2-week boundaries are going to help back the heat and humidity off Wednesday and especially again on Friday. And the timing there perfect because this weekend at this point looks fantastic. Sunshine, comfortable temperatures, and lower humidity levels, something we do not get that often here in August. All right, visible satellite, just a few scattered clouds. We had some storms well off to our north earlier, but decent day, albeit a hot one across much of the area. Checking out live look in Mount Sterling in front of Montgomery County Courthouse, 88 degrees there. So it is warm to hot across the board. Most locations, again, topping the 90-degree mark. Casey County to 88 there near Liberty with the Kentucky Mesonet. And then you throw, of course, the dew points and humidity levels being elevated a bit, and that has pushed us into that 95 to 100 degree range, although the actual temperature Richmond, Mount Vernon at 95, 91 Lexington and Frankfort, 90 Moorhead, Jackson down to Hazard. And with those dew points hovering around 70, of course, that's boosted the heat index value to over 100 for the first time today. Just south of Lexington, 97 here in the city proper. I think we'll be a little higher than that tomorrow, so you definitely want to keep that in mind if you've got to be outside for any length of time. You'll want to hydrate. Tropical Storm Debbie, more on that system in a second. You see this frontal boundary here. That's the one that will work in on Wednesday, and that will help temperatures to back off a bit. Of course, toasty this evening, a bit on the muggy side as well, starting things out tomorrow morning into the low 70s, and then we'll heat it up into the low and even mid 90s. Should be another dry day across the board here. Checking out Debbie, as mentioned, made landfall as a hurricane, Big Bend, Florida, earlier this morning. Now the issue is slow movement, creating very, very heavy rainfall. And with the spin over land, a number of tornado warnings earlier and even flash flood emergencies around Lake City there, which of course is at the junction of I-75 north to south, I-10 east to west if you've vacationed down there. But really the area of concern going forward here will be southeastern Georgia and especially South Carolina, the coastline there. Look at how this thing just jogs into the Atlantic. So all that moisture gets pulled back into the Palmetto State there along the coast and then eventually moves off to the north as a depression. So a lot of the data in the deeper red here, that's 10 to 20, and the darkest red, which is essentially from the Grand Strand through Charleston down toward Hilton Head, that's nearly locally 25 to 30 inches of rain. That would be historic and catastrophic. So hopefully that scenario doesn't play out, but it looks like a possibility. We essentially have little to any rain chances at all. That frontal boundary moves through on Wednesday, maybe an isolated storm in the mountains of eastern Kentucky, but mid-90s down to upper 80s on Wednesday. We boost things up a little bit on Thursday. But this front here, that will be the big game changer. And look at our muggy cast, how it dips a little bit and then really goes down Saturday, Sunday. And then have a look at temperatures, of course, a little bit on the warm side to finish out the week. But Saturday, we're looking at mid-80s. And Sunday, we could be dealing with low and mid-80s with low humidity levels. That is a rarity during the month of August. And for it to coincide with a weekend, hey, at this point, make some plans if you don't have any and get out and enjoy what looks to be a pretty fantastic weekend at this point. Clear skies, warm, muggy, 71 overnight, a hot one tomorrow, 95 with a hazy sunshine. Hot and humid conditions. We back things down on Wednesday, and then we go up, and then we go back down. Again, that favored window, Saturday and Sunday, low to mid-80s. We've got early morning lows on Sunday, could even dip down into the mid to upper 50s in some of the outlying areas. So definitely much more comfortable as we hit the upcoming weekend.